Next on Worcester News tonight, it may be cold outside, but the race for Worcester County DA heats up with a debate tonight. Plus, we'll give you a first look at the new Blackstone Heritage Corridor Visitor Center in Worcester. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Monday, the two candidates for Worcester County District Attorney square off in a debate. Incumbent Joseph Early Jr. and candidate Blake Rubin sparred on a variety of topics, the two not seeming to agree on much from the start. Our Cam Jandro was there and joins us now live with more. Cam?
Anna, Blake Rubin had been asking for a debate for the last several months, and tonight he and DA Joseph Early Jr. had a very spirited back and forth conversation on a variety of topics. The two were going at each other, trading blows for over 2 hours.
The disagreement started early when the candidates for Worcester County District Attorney made their opening statements.
And it sickened me how you ran that office, and that's quite frankly why I ended my initial idea of being a career prosecutor. It was because of you.
If it was such a bad office, I don't know why you asked for your job back so many times.
Candidate Blake Rubin opened by going after incumbent DA Joseph Early Jr.'s record.
Do you trust my opponent, who convinced the former colonel of the Mass State Police to change an arrest report for a former employee and judge's daughter?
Early, who was first elected in 2006, did not address those accusations, but responded to Rubin with some of his own accomplishments.
In 2007, juvenile delinquency complaints were 2,422. They have gone down to 1,049 last year.
The candidates discussed a variety of topics, including diversity, the opioid crisis, and ethics. Some answers even got a bit personal.
And I'm looking to get back in there right now and leave the office ethically.
Thank you. And I suppose that's why you donated to my campaign after you left.
Questions were provided by numerous local organizations as well as audience members. In many responses, Rubin would continue to challenge the resume of the district attorney.
Show the voters how many cases you tried. I'll tell you what, you can write it on one line because you're lucky if you tried one jury trial, Mr. Early, and you probably lost it.
I'm in the county making a difference, bringing people together, working together for the same cause. Justice, with regards to the opioid crisis, compassion. Thank you.
Now, the two didn't disagree on everything. They had similar views when it came to mandatory minimum sentences for people with firearm offenses. Now, as of right now, this is the only debate for the district attorney, so the next time these two will square off is in 2 weeks on November 6th for the election. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. No one was hurt, but firefighters faced a tough assignment Monday afternoon when a 2-alarm fire destroys an Oxford home. The Oxford Fire Department says a person who lives in this home on Millbury Road returned to find the fire in progress. Smoke could be seen coming out of the roof as crews from surrounding towns helped put out the flames on the inside. No one was home at the time. 2 dogs were rescued, but a third was missing after the fire. Fire Chief John Belanger says firefighters faced an uphill battle trying to save the home.
Ahead of us before it was discovered, which is always an issue. But once we got here and got the resources here, there was no issue with extinguishing the fire.
2 people were displaced and the house is expected to be a total loss. Oxford Fire says they're investigating the cause of the fire. Worcester police are investigating vandalized artwork on the city's common. A Charlton artist spent months working on the stained glass sculpture. Police say it may have been targeted more than once this past weekend. Our Brittany Schaefer has the details.
According to police, the stained glass house was vandalized both Friday and Saturday nights. This panel needed to be taken out due to the damage. It likely took seconds to destroy what it took Sarah Breck Williams more than 300 hours to create. The artist's stained glass house was vandalized over the weekend.
I kind of made it as a gift, so I wanted people to take ownership of it and feel proud of it. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
The piece on the Worcester Common Oval is the largest work Breck Williams has ever completed. She says the design process to get hundreds of pieces of glass into the house took 8 months, and building it was a labor of love.
I made it from August 15th to September 15th. Every day, nonstop, no days off. So to see people experiencing it and kids going inside and looking for all the different pieces that are involved in it, was really rewarding. That part was really great to see.
Worcester police detectives were investigating Monday. They say the structure may have been vandalized on both Friday and Saturday night. The house is a part of Powwow Worcester. Co-director Jessica Walsh says it's a big loss to the art festival.
It's upsetting, you know, you're taking that risk when you make a piece of public art. You're never completely ready for it. You're not like, oh, it doesn't matter that that happened. Of course, it's painful because the artists, you watch the artists, like I said, go through that emotional spectrum and put their heart into it. And you know that that's like a piece of them getting damaged.
The structure was on the common for 5 weeks. Breck Williams says she's working to repair the broken pieces and focusing on the positive.
You can take pictures of it, you know, from the head up anywhere. You can still come see it. When you go inside, it's really neat to be in there.
Breck Williams hopes to repair the damage by next year. Regardless, the art piece is going to be taken down in the next few weeks to avoid winter weather. On the Worcester Common Oval, Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Tonight we're getting a first look inside the new Blackstone Heritage Corridor Visitor Center in Worcester. After years of planning, it's finally complete. The center will serve as a gateway to Worcester and surrounding communities. The 3,500 square foot building features art exhibits, interactive maps, meeting and classroom space. There are many features outside the building as well, including a 5-acre park, bike and walking paths. Acting Executive Director of BHC, Devin Kurtz, says they wanted to create a space for both the community to gather as well as a place where visitors can learn more about their past and where they're heading in the future.
We're a connecting hub. I like to think we're a bicycle hub with all of those spokes that are part of a bicycle wheel that go out. So everyone comes here, gets some information, hangs out for a bit, and then takes one of those spokes, whether it's going to Restaurant Week on Shrewsbury Street, or the Worcester Art Museum, or down to Slater Mill in Pawtucket.
The center will be officially open to the public this Saturday, October 27th. If you're in the market to buy a home, you may have noticed prices in Worcester are skyrocketing. According to online real estate brokerage Redfin, the average price for a home in the Worcester metro area is $284,600. The number is up 11.1% from last year. City Manager Ed Augustus says the increase provides a strong market if you're selling or for a developer who's interested in developing new housing.
So the more strong the housing market is, the more developers will invest and create more housing and more diverse kind of housing. Not just rental, but condos, single-family homes, townhouses, and allow for the diversity of housing stock that meets everyone's needs.
Worcester's increase is the 4th highest in the country, behind San Francisco, who had the nation's highest price growth, rising 14.6% in 1 year, Las Vegas and Salt Lake City. The Paw Sox are coming to Worcester in 2021. Baseball fans are also coming, and they'll need a place to park. City Manager Edward Augustus will ask the City Council Tuesday for authorization to spend more than $32 million to build a new parking garage and improve the area's infrastructure. The funding is coming from the state's Mass Work Infrastructure Program. It will help build a 350 to 500 space garage, along with new streets, streetscapes, and amenities in the Canal District. Hundreds heading to the polls in Worcester Monday. Early voting starts today in Massachusetts and runs through November 2nd. As of this afternoon, more than 600 people voted in Worcester. Each city and town has its own times and locations for early voting. This is the second state election where early voting is available. Ballots cast early are put into envelopes to be counted on Election Day, which is Tuesday, November 6th. A list of early voting locations in Worcester can be found at worcesterma.gov. And on Election Day, voters in Massachusetts will weigh in on transgender rights. Question 3 would uphold or reject a bill passed by the state legislature in July of 2016 prohibiting discrimination based on gender identity in public businesses or other places open to the general public. Caroline Connolly takes a look at both sides of this issue.
This was Father's Day.
The family pictures at the Ford home today look different than they did a few years ago.
Ellie's our 7.5-year-old daughter.
When Vanessa Ford's daughter, born as her youngest son, came out as transgender.
It took my husband and I months to really listen to her. She was really insistent on it, consistent, persistent.
Since then, that's how they've lived, even moving to Massachusetts after lawmakers expanded protections to transgender people in public places, including things like locker rooms and restrooms. But while that passed in 2016, it could now be overturned.
I don't like to think about that possibility.
This bathroom bill puts our privacy and safety at risk.
Opponents have been pushing for it for the last 2 years, arguing the protections could lead to problems.
Our problem with this is a safety and privacy issue for women and children in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
But advocates say there's little evidence to support that. And with the possibility of restrictions at the federal level, states' decisions are crucial here.
We know that the eyes of the country are on us with this vote.
It's a vote families like the Fords say could change what their lives look like moving forward.
If this law is not upheld, there's nowhere to look to for our family or our 7-year-old. And that is, I mean, no family wants to have to go through that.
I'm Caroline Conley for Worcester News Tonight.
A new neighbor is making themselves comfortable in Berlin. Several people have seen a black bear around town, and one resident even says the bear was inside his home. Our Chandler Walsh has the story.
An unexpected visitor in Berlin.
Absolutely gorgeous looking animal. 250, 300 pounds.
The Pendergasts were enjoying their Saturday morning coffee when they realized a bear had gotten inside their mudroom, knocking over a barrel of birdseed. It also tore down outdoor bird feeders before coming back for more.
We looked out the back window and there he was, or she was actually, I think it's a female bear, out at the picnic table having lunch.
The Berlin Police Department says there have been too many bear sightings to count. Chief Tom Galvin warns residents to put away bird feeders and food sources so bears stay wild and find their own food in the woods.
When we have bird feeders, dog food, cat food, and things that are outside that are easily accessible to the animals, it takes away from their natural ability to seek out food.
Black bears are also being spotted in nearby areas like Boylston.
Oh my God, that's scary.
Trying to gain weight and prepare for winter. In Berlin, police are concerned this bear entered a home and came back.
Problems will be is if the bear is not scared of people anymore and it continues to come back, it goes to other homes, and then we might have to take other action, which that would be up to the environmental police.
George Pendergast says this is the first time he's seen a bear in his backyard. He isn't worried, but he says it's not a good sign it was so comfortable around humans.
It's our fault that the bear is here, not the bear's fault. You know, it's us that feeds the bear that creates this crisis.
Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.